I don't need no stinking intro for this. We're live.
Oh,
That was the intro. So, how you doing, guys? We're back. It's been a couple weeks since we've been here, and hello. So, I was out of town last week. So everybody's like, "What? Why haven't you made any?" I was out of town. I was traveling. I took a break, and so we're back. Put out some videos. I'm going to do a live stream. I've got Brendan here. We got Shane, and we're going to talk about a couple things tonight. 89 Batman, Batmobile battles, collector Batmobile battles, something like that. There's sure there's a good name in there for that. And then some other non-mainstream collectibles. We'll kind of get into that. So let's get it. Let's start with this. Brendan got a collectible in that the universe claimed did not exist. The multiverse claimed did not exist. And somehow it made it to his house. So you finally got this thing. So what the hell, man?
Yeah, it was one of those, things where I just kind of like until I actually had it in hand, I was like, I don't believe that they're actually going to make Endgame Loki, which I know it released a little while ago, but I had ordered mine from Underground here in the States, so I was just waiting on it, and so I still wasn't 100% convinced that it was real, but he's here, so looks great, like it's awesome. For the life of me, as good a figure as it is, it's not like, oh my god, I understand why this took 3 years to come out. I can't honestly give you an answer as to why it took so long for this to come out, but it's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm glad to have it in my collection, but there's also a part of me that's like, not saying that it wasn't worth the wait, because it's a great figure and I like having it, but I definitely am not as excited to have it in my collection right now as I would have been if I had gotten it like a year and a half ago.
That's fair.
It was just because it's from Endgame, and I'm like, okay, we've had we've had entire phases since that movie, so it's like,
yeah, we're on like phase 6 now.
Yeah, so I think that's a challenge with 6 scale collecting in general, is that you get a figure like 2 years after whatever property it's based on has already peaked as far as its hype goes.
Yeah.
So you kind of die down, and then you circle back, and then you're like a little happy again to get it. But then there's always like the next thing. And this thing was just so far beyond that, I don't know. It just, I lost some of the luster. I got this in the same week that I got Sam Wilson. So it's like that cap is definitely going to overshadow this Loki, especially when that cap and the engineering for those wings and stuff. And that only took about a year and a half to come out, whereas this thing took like the better part of 3 years.
Well, do you think, I'll hover on this subject for just a second, Shane, does what he described, the long wait and between the film and the release of the figure, does that diminishing return on enjoyment, does it happen in Star Wars universe?
I don't think so.
Star Wars collectors, does it happen?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either.
But Star Wars also has more evergreen kind of, you know what I mean? Like, you'll take clones at any time, right?
But they came out like, if Attack of the Clones was a decade, 25 years ago, 20 years ago.
Well, we're also in the anniversary of it. But Star Wars is kind of like, I don't know, we're always in that mode, right?
So
where it's like, you'll
if
take
Hot Toys came out, if Hot Toys came out and said, we're going to reissue the original Avengers line, Hulk, Hawkeye, Black Widow, that whole line, you got Loki finally, because that would certainly all right. We got the Mark 6, right? Got the Mark 6.
The Mark 6 is coming. We have the Mark 7.
We have the Mark 7. We have which one was pod? 7 was a pod mode. So 7.
We've got the 2012 cap from Endgame, which is better than the original one.
So all we need is because that Thor was garbage. Honestly, that original.
Oh yeah,
I don't even have. I have the Thor from the Dark World, which is actually good.
That's exactly. I had the whole set, and I went ahead and bought the box for the original Thor, and I used my Dark World Thor as a display.
Man, You silly man.
Well, I used to
I
display
didn't
them with
say
the
if they
box
reissued-
behind.
With
no, I
all the
get it.
reissues we got going on, you can call them 2.0s, 4.0s, whatever you want to call them.
Oh, I bet you
Hulk?
I bet you we start getting all of those characters again. I think maybe the Mark VI was even kind of the jumping off point for more original Avengers line. Like I don't have the ones that were Hawkeye, Thor, and Black Widow were pretty much garbage from that original release. So I have Black Widow from Civil War, and then I have Thor from the Dark World. So both of those are solid figures.
Right.
And then I don't have I have 2 Hawkeyes, but one as Hawkeye from Endgame and one as Ronin. I was gonna buy 2 from the Hawkeye show and put one in my original Avengers display, but they haven't actually put him up for pre-order. So and I've got Hulk, so I don't need another one. Like that Hulk is great, I love it. So I don't need.
You have the original Hulk or the?
I have the 2012 Hulk. Yeah, because the Age of Ultron one is great, especially with the swap out torso on the deluxe, but I like the coloring of the skin better on the 2012 original Avengers movie. The one from Age of Ultron was like a little yellowish.
It was.
And I just didn't dig it as much.
And I like which one had the better pants? Avengers had the better pants.
The first one too, yeah. Because I'm looking over. It's like the purplish pants, but they also and they're tattered. They're like torn, but they also you can pull them over the knee joint, so you don't actually see the knee joint.
Right, and that was one of the problems I had with the Gladiator Hulk. As amazing as that figure is,
I didn't get it because of that. Yeah,
the knee joints are like, oh man, but he had so much armor to cover up the other things.
Right. Yeah.
And he was huge. An Avengers Hulk. I might see. I skipped the Avenger. I skipped the Loki because honestly, I was just over it. Like you said, I was done.
No, I paid through the nose for that 2012 Hulk though. Yeah, because I didn't get it when he first came out.
Yeah, see, I did. I had all of them when they came out, except for I had to replace that Thor because I was like, I didn't like it.
That Thor is probably one of the worst MCU figures that they've ever made.
I sold the entire line probably about 2 years ago. I had all of them. I was like, I'm getting rid of them. I sold them for $1,500 for all. Was it 6 of them?
Yeah, there were 6.
Yeah, 6.
That's
not bad.
You get your money back out of them.
Yeah.
If you got them at retail,
But the box I had to put them in was huge. It was like $100 to send the box.
Yeah. Well, they got. I don't know. I was thinking like I'm thinking back to the collection I've got, the Star Wars stuff we got, and like you said, clone. You can never go wrong with clones. We're getting ready to get a bunch more clones. They're getting ready to release those clones, the shinies. They're getting ready to release those, and I think I've got. I know I've got 6 coming from Collector's Own, and I'll have 2 coming from Pop most likely. So I'll have 8. I think that'll probably be enough of that variant. And then I think I've got 2 of the pilots and 2 of the veterans, maybe. I think something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I'll have plenty of them. But it's you can't go wrong with clones. But I mean, even if they let's say they issued like Mace Windu. They finally issued Mace Windu, said, here we go. It's well past the time for us to have him. And everybody's like, hell yeah, let's go. And if I heard collectors say it, if it takes them 3 years to release it, I don't care. Whatever, You
know what? I think the difference is you're right, but I think it's because it's so long for Mace Windu, in that the movie was 20 years ago that it's like a legacy thing now versus Endgame, it's like, all right, it was 3 years ago. And
right.
You know what I mean? Like in another 10 years, if they made another one of these, cool.
It gets better. The weight gets better the longer. Well, also, we don't have any versions of Mace Windu. And Loki, we've got like 3 or 4. So.
Yeah. But the other thing too is that Mace Windu has been announced, but it wasn't like announced and then took 3 years to make when other stuff was announced after and released before. That was the thing with Loki.
We hope it doesn't take 3 years.
Right. We don't know if it's going to or not. But that was the thing with Loki. It was like there were figures from entirely separate phases that came after that. I mean, technically, we got stuff from WandaVision. We got stuff from the Disney Plus era.
Yeah, they were announced and released
before Loki was released. That's banana pants. That's out. And I think that it was. It's like, you can be in that short window after the release, and then you go into that zone where now you've taken too long. Then if you go to the far end of the spectrum, 20 years or something, now it's like, oh, that's like a legacy from like back in the day. So then it's okay. But the middle part, you can't be in. You either got to be like right after or way after.
Yeah.
And that's why Cyborg's still okay.
Cyborg?
Because it's been way after.
Oh.
Well, also that was a character that like just nobody thought that they were ever going to make. Like people kind of felt like, well, they have to make a Mace Windu at some point, and they will. Cyborg is a lesser known comic character, probably that in the general collecting community has less of a following than Samuel L. Jackson as Mace Windu in Star Wars.
I agree. I'm not excited for Cyborg in the least.
I'm getting two. But like that's just the thing where people didn't think it was going to happen, and then it was part of the whole, Snyder Cut being released, craze and stuff like that. So that fuels that one, and that's why it feels like okay, that's worth the wait for that character because they're finally going to complete the Justice League. So that was the thing. Whereas, there are still other figures like we hadn't had Padme until. So that was the thing. It wasn't like Mace Windu was the last one that we were waiting on to fill out a line. Right. He was just an important
Padme's
piece.
Still not perfect because she doesn't have the midriff, the scar and the scratch and the whole. That would have been perfect.
I kind of thought that they would.
I thought they would too. Maybe we'll get like an exclusive later, and it'd be a battle damaged Padme or something.
I wouldn't put it past Hot Toys to like literally a month before it releases. To put up like
we're gonna get a birthing Padme with that. That's what we're gonna get
with the robot.
With the robot, yeah. with the scary babies like we got with Obi-Wan Kenobi, that freaky baby Luke
with realistic paint of birth liquids all over the
It was weird.
I'll pass on that one.
Yeah. So I want to get into the topic of this evening, and I titled it for this stream. Actually. We'll go with it. We'll finish up with the other thing. The title of the stream, I put, "My toy is better than your toy." So this is the battle of the collectors. And if you're wondering what the hell I'm talking about the recent announcement of the Hot Toys Batmobile, the 89 Keaton and the 89 Batmobile. So I want to take a minute. Let's take a look at the Keaton. We'll take a look at the Batmobile and the debate and the controversy between Jazz Inc.'s Batmobile and Hot Toys Batmobile. So we'll kind of do that. But it should be all kinds of fun, and it promises to be exciting. So let me go ahead and share if I can. And let's go with, you know what? I gotta move. Oh, I can do this. I haven't done this in a minute, so you have to bear with me. Chrome tab. Let's go with.
Just make sure you close Pornhub before you share. Oh, there we go.
All right, so we got Keaton, right? I do not own the original Keaton Batman. Never even seen it in person because it was always one of those old things, and I just didn't want to chase it. So, but this looks quite good.
It does.
It looks good.
It's definitely an improvement over this one, but like it's still.
I don't know. Yeah. It looks like it still has the same posability.
Oh,
posability is shit. I will say the cape, because this cape is garbage. This cape is absolutely
weird,
garbage.
right?
I had that.
That cape does look better than this. Because I'll tell you this one has like wires in the bottom of it too, but they don't do anything.
Okay.
So, but this is a kind of thing where it's like hopefully the cape is an actual improvement over this original version. Just be prepared that there's a good chance that you're going to want to get a custom cape.
Oh, I will 100% get a custom cape for this.
Yeah,
as long as you don't have to like destroy something to change it out and
No, because the cowl. So right here, the cowl and the whole head just lifts right off, and then the cape just drapes over the shoulders underneath the cowl, and then it pops right back on.
Nice.
It looks
That's
like it's the
really
same
nice.
system with this one too.
Well, I would like to see this more of it. It looks like it didn't downscale well in the material. Just the way that the lighting's hitting this thing and like the texture that's on it just I don't know. You see what I mean? It looks like a napkin you got off a freaking table.
I don't remember it. I remember the cape looking more like the old one from the film.
Right, it was more rubber.
This looks more like animalistic type of skin, or like an elephant skin.
It looks like a suede.
Almost. Yeah.
Whereas this one does not. This one is like that pleather, like on the inside and the outside. That one, I don't know, because in some shots it looked like it might be that kind of pleathery, like on the outside, and the suede type on the inside. But now this one looks like it's, yeah. I mean, again, it's just you're getting it for the sculpt, you're getting it for the body, which is essentially a 6-scale statue, not a posable figure. And
now
then
look at this.
you get a custom cape.
I literally just noticed this. Tell me. Look, I want you to look at the cowl, and you see how the cape is underneath this section, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right. I literally just noticed this. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Look at this one.
Yeah, it's flipped over. It's flipped back.
Oh, he just flipped it back.
It's just flipped back. Yeah.
I'm sitting here going, no, okay, good.
A lot of people were like, this is weird. What the hell is this? Because he literally never does that in the movie. You never see it like that in the movie. I think they just did that to try and show all the like 47 sculpted abs on the side.
Yeah, the abs that he most certainly did not have. Like Keaton was not.
They did change the belt a little bit there, though.
Yeah.
The utility belt, because the two like notches on either side of the center, they were like all the way like on the side. Well, you can't really see, like they're like back here, and they moved them more closer to like the front of the utility belt there. Okay. I don't really know which one is more accurate, but I like the way that one looks better.
Gotcha. Yeah, I don't. This is just something that you have. This isn't something you pose. It's not a Spider-Man. It's not a clone.
I've literally never he's stood upright like this the whole like that's what he did in the movie.
Well, he couldn't move in the movie. It was a freaking rubber.
Yeah.
Anything. But the movable eyes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Didn't that one have the purrs?
Yeah, this one has the movable eyes, but it's not the updated one where you can move.
It was single.
Yeah, this one was single, and I haven't touched that system in this because tons of people had issues where the eyes broke, and then it was like a lazy eye in this one. So I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to touch it.
Right.
But having it in the new one is big. I
said in my video, like all these accessories, I don't give a crap about. I'll never take them out of the box. But whatever. They got them. It's fine. The diorama piece. See,
that's a cool one.
It's cool, but all right. So do we get like this pole here that lets you do that?
The original one came with them.
Yeah, I think we will.
Okay.
They don't
and the hand to hold
in
it.
The shot of all the accessories, like everything laid out, but I
back that up.
think so. But I'm pretty sure it'll be in there.
I don't see. I didn't.
They should be in there because they did come with the original. You have them on yours still, right?
They're probably still in the box. Like I don't have it like with the figure right now.
Gotcha. Well, they're not listed in the accessories in the least. That's not a thing.
Yeah.
But I mean, I would certainly that's cool. I kind of dig that.
Now, I will say I'm going with the I went with the standard. I did not go with the deluxe because honestly the last couple of figures that I've gotten the deluxe specifically for those bases, I've gotten burned on because like especially that No Way Home battling Spidey, that deluxe base sucks. The paintwork on it is so bad. And for me, I'm just like, you know what? I'm fine getting the standard version. I don't need the gargoyle base. Not to mention, there are a bunch of like companies that are just making 6-scale dioramas, bases of all different kinds. Tons of gargoyles and stuff you can find out there if you want to get them on the cheap. This one is like it adds like $70 to the to the figure. I'm just like, no, I'm good with the figure itself. I don't need the base.
I wish it was less. I wish it was less tan and more gray. But it's hard to say if they got lightings. On the bottom right photo it looks gray. On the top middle looks.
It definitely looks like they've. It looks like they've got some like tungsten light going up onto the base, but
I don't know.
And I like, give me that effect. Okay, I like that, but at the same time, give me an untouched picture so that I know, okay, this is what it actually looks like to the eye.
Look how weak this paint job is, though.
The wood is particularly bad right there.
Bad.
Like really,
I did like the shoe. I thought that was a nice touch.
That was cool. Yeah, I like that. That was cool.
But yeah, it's not a must. I'll get the deluxe just because what the hell, why not? But there's that.
I just think that the price difference is a little jarring to me. The fact that it's that much, and the fact that they've had some swing and a miss, on the other ones of late. I'm just like, I'm not willing to do it.
I understand. All right, so let's get into the dilemma here, the debate of collectors, because they've been shooting venom at each other for the past few days. I
don't understand it.
I don't understand it for the least. I don't get it. But what we're talking about, if you are new tuning in, is Hot Toys announced a reissue, which is essentially a reissue of the '89 Batmobile. And there's another company, Jazz Inc., Yost over at Jazz Inc. Collectible, or Dioramas, Jazz Inc. Dioramas, I'll get that right, announced a few months back that he was going to be making an '89 Batmobile. And you got the Hot Toys one that came out, which is, again, a reissue for all intents and purposes. They'll probably do some update going forward, but whatever. It's like $700. And Yost, I think his is 14-ish, 15.
It's like 1,500, yeah.
So it's it's double the price. And so it's the my toy is better than your toy because mine's half the price, or my toy is better than yours because it's more accurate and it costs more. And it's absolute nonsense. And I wanted to kind of just chat about that for a minute and get your guys' take on, are you even going to get either one of them, number one? And number two, what the hell? Why are people taking this defensive position about somebody else's collection? I don't get it.
It's the same thing with people. I like to get my toys from this retailer or this reseller, and screw yours. And buy your stuff where you want to buy. I don't care. Like me personally, as much as this is my Batmobile, the '89, but I'm likely going to pass just because I don't want to devote the space to it.
Yeah. There's a lot of space.
Yeah, but to me, it's like, I don't understand. This should be a great thing for everybody involved. If you want an '89 Batman, you have two choices. There's no debate. Like if you think that there is, then you're flat out wrong. Yost's is better and is more accurate. Like the one, I think the dimensions wise, I think it's like 4 inches shorter. Like, the Hot Toys one. Yeah. The materials, just looking at the pictures and stuff, the Hot Toys one, to be honest, to me, and the original two, it looks very plasticky. It just doesn't.
It's molded, unpainted plastic.
Yeah, it doesn't look as good as what we've seen Yost already produce and what we've seen in in renders and protos from him already. So, but also, he's a smaller company. Both are licensed. He's a smaller company. He's making smaller batches, and they're going to be higher quality and more expensive. So if you want the highest end, collectible when it comes to a Batmobile from 1989, there you go. If you want this in your collection, but you don't want to spend that much money, all right, then you go with, the Hot Toys one, which, again, I don't think looks as good. But also, if you have that in your collection room and you've got, your buddy comes over and looks and he's going, oh, that's a Batmobile. Like, nobody's going to be like, I think that's 4 inches too small. It's just, if whichever one you like and whichever one fits in your budget, you can go with that option and you've got two to choose from. I think that's a great thing. But
It is good to have options.
people are
Yeah,
arguing over
absolutely.
it. It's like that's just stupid. It's just
Well, I
buy
think
what you
there's-
need.
Here's what I'm seeing. And Shane, you can let me know your thoughts on this. But what I'm seeing are people from both camps spewing venom at each other. So
Oh,
this
yeah.
is not like one side's innocent. They're all, you know, it's going both ways.
Right.
But what I'm seeing is the collectors who are anti the high dollar one have little or no experience as a whole. I mean, I'm sure some of them have some experience with Yost and his stuff, but they haven't held in the hand his products, and then they're just spewing venom because there's something higher price. Everything I've seen has been a price point. So I would pitch it this way. This is how I would say it. If they were both the same price, which one would you pick?
Oh, Jazz
same
Inc.
price. If they're the same, like
If they were the same price, which one would you choose?
well, if they're the same price, I'm gonna pick the more realistic, the more better looking one. Obviously.
You would right. So I don't think this isn't a I don't this one's better or this one's worse. This one it's purely a financial
Right. Absolutely.
thing. And it's either people who don't want to spend the extra money to get it, which is fine, or they don't have the extra money to get the more expensive one, which is fine. There's no right or wrong, but it's like people who drive cars, right? You can drive a Toyota Camry or you can drive a Lexus. They're made by the same freaking company. And one costs 20 grand more, 30 grand more, depending on what the hell you want to get. Still a car. But you pay, you're paying more for a different experience, a different quality, if you will, different, whatever, different. But it'll still do the same job. It still get you from A to B.
Somebody cruising through space in the chat said, I'd still choose Hot Toys unless Yost will replace any broken parts. He has on more than one occasion. I could point you to multiple collectors who have gotten stuff like replaced. Whether it was damaged when it was shipped or whether they screwed up and broke something and he's a nice guy and you reach out to him and he tries to do you a solid when he can.
I will tell you from personal experience. Let me tell you a story about Yost. And this is not, I'm not leaning one's better than the other. That's not this. I just want to tell you this experience. I made a video about this last year. I bought a diorama piece that Yost made years ago, and I bought it from somebody on Facebook, like just some random person put it for sale, and I said, I want to buy that. It got shipped to me. I paid for it. He shipped it to me, and I got it, and it was missing parts. Yost sent me the parts. I didn't even buy it from him.
Yeah.
He sent me the flipping part and paid for the shipping, which was insane. He sent me the parts.
And he's done stuff like that for people in the Jazz Inc. Facebook group too. It's not just Ryan because it's YouTube.
No, it's not just because
he's a good dude. He's a genuinely nice guy, and if he can help you out, then he'll do whatever he can to do that.
And I'm not
saying he's going to do
car. I'm not saying that.
Yeah, and I'm not saying he's going to do everything for you, and he's going to send you a whole brand new one and all that, and bend over backward, and do all that. But it's not like, oh, well, I'll get, if I get it through Sideshow, I'll, get this replaced and stuff. That's true. Sideshow will likely replace stuff or sort you out if you've got the Hot Toys one. But that doesn't mean that you're not going to get that treatment from Yost. I also think it's probably less likely that you would need that because I think just judging from experience, his is going to be made better.
There's always something from either manufacturer.
No company is perfect. There's also here's the other thing. There's some people who got one of the first things that Yost ever made back in the day when it was literally just him working in a garage or something and making some prototypes before he had licensing with Warner Brothers, anything like that. And some people, if you had an issue with, a piece being broken or whatever like that, the quality of what he can do right now versus what he was doing 5 years ago is very different. Just like the quality of what Hot Toys can do now versus what they did 5-10 years ago is very different.
Yeah.
So some people just want to, some people just have it out for certain companies, and Jazz Inc. has gotten, they're still small, but they've gotten big enough that they have haters.
My question, here's my problem with this whole dilemma. Why does it matter? Why are people like up in arms defending or attacking whichever side of the camp they're on somebody else's purchase. I don't.
We always say in this hobby, like it's great to have choices, but then when we do have choices, then people will just snipe at each other over which one they chose. And it's like I don't get that either. But
it's annoying as hell, and I literally just mute people. I'm like, okay, you're a freaking idiot, whatever. Because it doesn't affect my life.
No,
in the least. If you buy 0 of them, 10 of them, 1 of each, I don't give a crap. I don't care. It's the only thing that matters is what's in my room and what I get to look at, and that's it. And whether I buy one, I still don't know which one I'll get. I have no idea. I might get them both. I might get one. I don't know.
Just don't yuck other people's yums.
Yeah, I don't care. And I don't care if one car is 3 inches shorter than the other. I don't care about that. That doesn't matter to me.
Because unless you have them both to compare side by side, you probably won't notice that, oh, wait, this one seems like maybe it's a little underscaled, or this one's a little overscaled, or this one is accurate. Yeah. If you only have one, you don't have anything else to compare it to. You're just going to have a really cool 89 Batmobile.
Yeah, you're gonna
like, what's wrong with that?
And if you save $700, hell yeah, rock and roll, man. Enjoy it. Get something else. Get another figure. But if you want to pony up and buy the more expensive version because you feel that that's it, the cost and the value is there, then enjoy that. It doesn't really matter. And I hate to see the collectors go head to head on this situation. It's really kind of frustrating.
Either one will look really cool when you got this guy in there too.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, man.
I had 2 of each of those.
Is that the original Hot Toys one?
Both.
This is the original Hot Toy. Yep.
It's not the recent Mars Toys one.
No, although that looks good, but this head sculpt from Forever, this is a phenomenal figure.
Dude, they're totally
tailoring on it.
I think they'll reissue it.
Well, they wanted to.
So.
Jack Nicholson is notoriously like hard when it comes to giving up his license. Like he won't do it anymore. Like nothing has. That's why you haven't seen any statues too of Jack Nicholson as the Joker. That's like licensed ones. He like won't do it, or it's like you have to pay an exorbitant amount of money. Otherwise, they would have done that as a pair. Absolutely. So I honestly don't know if it's going to happen.
I hope so.
But that Mars Toys one is good.
I don't either. I don't know, but I would hope so. But like I said, the Hot Toys version, I think looks just fine. I have no complaints about it. I do think, and I went back and watched a video or 2 or reviews from years ago, look at photos. I've never seen it in person. I don't know. It looks like it's just form molded plastic with no paint.
Yeah.
And it's just fingerprint magnet and just, so I'm hoping they do something different. And update it in some way. And I do think it's likely that we'll see updates because we saw that with the DeLorean where they had this, here's your announcement. And then when it got delivered, it looks a little better than, it made some modifications. So
the thing is with this like unpainted black plastic, like you said, fingerprints, but it is going to be a magnet for dust.
Yeah.
So you want to, if you get this, you like the Hot Toys one with this type, with that kind of finish or lack thereof, you want to have that in like a seal, like if you have like a Maja case where it's like sealed and dust proof, or any other type of case, but not like a Detolf, because unless you've gone and done like, actually you can't fit this in a Detolf. What am I saying? But still, like you want to have this in something that is sealed from dust, or you are gonna want to dust this thing regularly because it's gonna pick it all up.
Yep. And like I said, I don't care which one you get. If you don't get any of them, it don't matter to me. They will be space hogs. So I've got the 66 Batmobile, and there are no competitors for the 66 Batmobile. Like there are none.
You've got 132.
Yeah.
You got two.
And there's I can tell you the level of attention to detail on that thing is insane, and it's worth every penny I paid for it. And I did pay for it. It's worth every penny I paid for it, and I'm blown away by the level of detail. I'll get a video out on it soon, but when I got some more free time. But it is massive. It is massive. It's crazy big. So That's my thought on that one. I don't want to hash that anymore. Shane, you want to give me more thoughts on that and why people want to argue?
No, I just think that you should whatever you feel the value of something is to you is what it is. You know,
Exactly.
obviously the initial value is what's going to cost you to get it.
Right.
But if you loved it that much and no one makes any more of it, and someone offers you $2,500, you're like, no, it's not worth it. To me, it's worth more than that because, I won't have this or whatever, So
Are you getting
yeah.
it? Are you getting one of
Which
them?
one? I will
The
get one of them. This
89?
time I'm not missing it out on this one. I
Which
missed
one
it
do
the
you-
last
and
time.
the vehicle.
Yeah.
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 Are you
Are
gonna
you gonna
get?
get a
Are you going with
second
Yoast or Hot
Batman?
Toys?
Are you going to get a
I
second
don't know
Batman
yet.
to go in
That's
the
all about
Batmobile?
see how much I have.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But if I have the money, I would go with Yoast.
Yeah. But it's
Yeah,
good that
and
you have the
both
option.
of them have payment plans. You do whatever you want, but
Yeah.
it's get whatever one you like. I don't really.
What are the release windows for both of them
So I think Yoast is September ish.
of this year?
No, next year. I think Yoast is scheduled to come out before the Hot Toys one, but you know with Hot Toys, who the hell knows?
Well,
right.
but the Hot Toys one, I would add 6 months to whatever the window is because I don't think they're going to hit it. Just going off of
They bring stuff
past
out
experience
early,
with Hot
late.
Toys.
I don't. Who the hell?
Yeah,
knows?
and I'm not like that's not me crapping on Hot Toys. It's
I
just
don't know.
the track record shows that they don't usually hit those windows. And for something this size and to get it packaged and shipped, I think logistically, I would again. That's not speaking to the quality of the product. I'm just saying that most likely they won't hit that window.
I don't think I'll have to choose which one I want to get. I don't know which one it would be, but I don't see me needing two of them. I don't see that need. What I would like to have, and I'll throw this out there, and I'd like to see somebody make this, would be the animated Batmobile. That would be sick.
That I would get.
That would be cool.
That'd be sick. Because the dimension, it was just so sleek and freaking.
It's one of my favorite Batmobiles.
Yeah. We have established Ryan does not really care. That's a fact, Jack. I don't give a shit.
I mean, it's just the fact that Ryan is going to be buying some DC figures.
Don't listen, man. I bought two yesterday.
He repurchased. I'm shocked at that. I really am because it's not like it goes with the '89 Batmobile.
No.
I'm genuinely shocked that you bought
that. Superman is too good.
All right, so what are you talking
have.
about? What are you talking about? Is last year I reviewed the Nightmare Batman and Black Suit Superman, and I reviewed it, and then I got in a move, and I was like, screw it, I'll just sell it, and moved it on, got it out of here. And then, because I thought for sure Cavill would be back, we'd have this other Superman, I'd just get the next one, whatever. And then, of course, Cavill gets a job, and then they go, well, hell no, you don't have a job here. So I waited for a significant discount to buy one, and then I bought the Nightmare Batman and Black Suit Superman again. So
you didn't have a Cavill at all because you didn't have the red and yellow and blue Justice League one.
I only wanted the Black Suit Super one. That's the only one I wanted. They
did a really good job on both of those, but I think it really shows through on the black one having that metallic paint underneath. They did a really good job with those figures. That would be. I would love it. If
that would be sick. Yeah,
way more than the one from the 2022 the Batman movie, where it's nobody who cares about that? But I'm not. No, that's fine. But as a collectible, I don't really have any attachment.
I mean, if
you
go
the Bat bike from '66.
If you're gonna go this route, then you got to get the chopper and you got to get the boat
and the shark.
And then the shark, the shark. Yeah.
Well, here's the thing, though. You already kind of have access. You could just put King Shark on Adam West's leg.
Yeah,
he's already got the shark repellent can. If you got the figure, so I would love to see them do the rest of the villains from the '66 series, but I think we're going to get them all through third party anyway. So
yeah, I think so.
That'll be a cool display once it's.
Linda's calling me out in public. How long has Ryan had his '66 Batman and Robin? Hasn't reviewed them. I've had them for. When did I get them from you, Shane? Like a year and a half ago.
Yeah, pretty much.
At least
I never took them out of the box until the Batmobile showed up. Whenever I placed the order for the Batmobile from Yoast, that's when I got the figures. Whenever that was,
Yeah.
a long time ago. I don't know.
I have the Robin, but I have not been able to find the Batman at a reasonable. I'm not paying $800 for it, but there's a third party one that is going to be coming out that for a couple hundred that actually looks really good. I think they basically just recast the Hot Toys
100%.
sculpt. It looks really good, and I want it in my collection. I'm not paying $800 for it, so I'll wait, and when that drops, I'll grab that one.
I'll pick it up as well because I want to see it. But the villains they're doing look amazing.
They do. They look really nice.
I hope they do I hope they do all, like, give me Burgess Meredith as Penguin. Give me there are a bunch of different ones you can get, but give me Julie Newmar as Catwoman. I want them all. I want Riddler. I want Joker. I want to build that whole line out. So yeah, I really hope that we end up getting all of them.
I want a Hot Toys quality Linda Carter Wonder Woman.
I don't want to hear that name because I'm still waiting for Prime 1 to ship my damn 1/3 scale Wonder Woman. Prime 1, come on.
They're waiting on shipping to get higher.
Oh my God.
Waiting on shipping. All right, let's
go. See, that doesn't help. That doesn't even affect me because I ordered mine through Marcos. I've already paid the shipping, the tax, everything. I'm done.
Right. So I want to talk about that for a second. Talk about Marcos for a second. If you guys don't know Marcos, he's
that guy sucks. No, I'm kidding. He's awesome.
Yeah, I want to talk about Marcos. I think Marcos has a diabolical strategy, at least for me. I don't know about you guys, but for me,
I think you might be right on this one because he thinks that he can easily just pull this on you. I think it might be right.
Last month, I get a message from Marcos going, "Hey, here's your shipping label for your Fett statue," and I'm going, "What Fett statue? What the hell are you talking about?" And he goes, "The Fett statue, Sideshow Fett statue." I said, I ordered that? He goes, "Yeah." I said, "Okay."
This has happened like 3 or 4 times.
He shipped it to me. And so I get it, and I'm like, "Damn, this sucks. I didn't really want this." It's sitting back there. I still don't like it, by the way. It's back there.
Sharpie Fett.
Yeah, it's bird poop Fett. So I got that. Anyways, so I was heading out of town last week. I was gone all week, and the week before that, I got another message going, "Hey, here's a shipping label for your statue," and I'm going, "What the hell? What did I buy now? What the hell are you talking about?"
He messaged me with pictures of it, and he's like, "I didn't know I bought this, but Marcos just, invoiced me, so apparently I did."
So he's like, "Here." He goes, "Here's like,
didn't I hear this before?"
Yeah, I'll go. What the hell are you talking? I said, because I literally was on the site 3 weeks ago, and I was like, "Should I buy this?" I bought the art prints, and I was like, "Do I need this?" And I decided, "No, I don't need that. I'm good. I don't need it." And then I get a week later, get a message from Marcos going, "Oh, here's your shipping notes." I'm like, son of a bitch. So I have a theory. And
he's got your house bugged. He knew you were looking at it, so he's like, "I'm just going to make him think he already bought it."
This is a statue I'm talking about, the Maul versus Ahsoka. And I will tell, I do have a video coming on it. It's quite glorious. I must be honest with you.
It does look amazing.
It looks nice.
It is heavy. The base is crazy heavy. It's glorious. And it is 1/6 scale. It's beautiful. But anyways, my point is, I have a theory, and Marcos isn't in the chat, but I don't think he is. I think, and this is just pure speculation, and I think Brendan's confirmed it. I think Marcos ships me things and then goes, "Oh, by the way, you ordered this," and I'm going, "The hell did I?"
No, you did not.
And it works every time.
You did now.
It works 100% time. It works. I'm going, "Well, I guess I ordered it."
Now,
the
trick is figuring out how to pull the reverse on him.
Yeah.
Because without him being able to go back and double check somehow, I'd be like, "Marcos, I bought this from you a year ago. Send it to me. Let's go."
I'm going.
He's more detail oriented than you are, though.
Oh, 100%.
So that's why it won't work in reverse, I think. But if it would, man.
No, he's on it. With his business, he's on it. And I probably did order them. I don't flipping know. But I'm trying to get out of the statues because I'm looking at all these
Jedi mind tricked you.
I don't know. Hey, I think he did one of those. He might be a freaking Sith. He did a little, force thing going on. I don't know.
These are the statues.
But anyways, that's Marcos. Love you, man. But Quit sending me statues.
Still waiting on my 100% off coupon. Let's go.
So I want to. That was a tangent, but I want to get into this because I thought this was really, really cool. Blade, Present Toys Blade. Now, Hot Toys made one way back when, and is there? I'm going to ask you, Brendan. Is there a reason this is coming out now? Is there something going on in film world that I'm unaware of? Or
well, I really think that Wesley Snipes should reach out to them because he could use the money. So
he's got some taxes to pay.
Yeah. Honestly, I think it's a very smart move, and I think we're not only seeing this. We also saw PCS with that 1/3 statue that looks amazing.
Yes,
that it's Wesley Snipes as Blade, like it is. They tweaked it just enough so that you could say that that's Wesley without being Wesley and having to pay likeness rights for it.
Right.
But it makes sense because with the Mahershala Ali MCU Blade movie getting delayed, right now there's a window where people are annoyed and people are like, oh, I love this character. The Blade is also getting, more shine in the books lately. He was on the Avengers. They just introduced a new character in his daughter, and now he's got something going with her in the books.
That's cool.
And there's that nostalgia right now where, and Wesley Snipes has his own independent comic book that he's doing, and he's just becoming more visible. And this is a thing where they can capture, they can capitalize on the nostalgia for that movie while there isn't a more present or immediate movie to detract from it.
Gotcha. And there's no competitors.
So yeah, and
Right.
Nobody else is doing this, right? Exactly. Once we get closer to the actual new Blade movie, we're going to get Hot Toys or whatever with Mahershala Ali's likeness. But right now, they have no competition. I'm actually surprised that there isn't competition, that there aren't more companies doing this.
Right.
But like that PCS 1/3 statue, people are going bananas over that.
Yeah,
thing.
It looks
so
fantastic.
between that and this, this is going to sell really well. Now, that much pleather does, concern me a little bit.
It's going to come pre-flaked.
Yeah, seriously. That'll damage. No, it's because, he's the daywalker, so he wouldn't be turning into dust. But
right.
Yeah, it really does look good, though.
It looks great. I think the glasses on is a must.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think it's
absolutely.
I think it's. I'll get this. I'm getting this.
Yeah, I definitely do it.
Pop Collectibles will carry this whenever it might be up for pre-order now. I don't even know, but
Present Toys has been killing it lately.
Present Toys is doing well.
Yeah,
they're doing some cool stuff, which they're doing something else. Oh no, that was a different company. Sorry.
Not
different.
Present Toys.
Present Toys, but I like all the accessories. I like the weapons. I like the look. I like the jacket. I do think it's going to be a pain in the ass to deal with, like the pleathery stuff. And I just noticed on the inside of the jacket there's red. I like that.
Yeah.
Accurate to the movie as well. I can't remember if he had red on the inside of his coat in the first movie, but he definitely did on the second one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like that. It adds a nice pop of color. The tailoring on it, like the jacket, again, this is a prototype, but looks like it fits nicely. It looks all around. This looks really good. Hopefully the accessories, that's where, the sculpt looks great. It's the accessories, is the paintwork on the guns, is that passable, or does it look kind of, The quality of the sword, I'm assuming it's not going to be a die-cast sword, but like, Mike, I would be shocked if it was a die-cast sword.
I don't know. I mean, it's these third-party people sometimes, man. Toys Era with their Heimdall,
it's made of genuine leather
sword they made. It's just
wait? Oh, it says genuine leather.
Good call. Look at that.
Well, slap my ass and call me Susie. Okay.
Black leather, genuine leather. Now, keep in mind, genuine leather.
A game changer.
Genuine leather is the lowest form of leather. I guess top grade.
And the vest is bulletproof.
But yeah. Also, see, look at that.
Genuine Kevlar.
Genuine. That's pretty awesome, and it's coming
Okay.
out this year.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. 100% in getting this now.
That's a must-have, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's
Yeah.
a must-have. Got to have it. I like
Indeed.
that very much. I'm a big fan. We got a super chat in here. I hate to miss this. Hello, everyone. I'd like to invite you to discover Fig Z app made for action figure collectors. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it very much. The hood, Present Toys has been using leather lately for new figs. At least they say. Yeah, look, it appears that way, man. I like it.
Yeah,
But there's one more that's even more exciting. At least for Brennan and me. Maybe not everybody else, but at least Brennan and me.
I was more excited about this one than I was about like the 89 or the Batmobile. Like
This guy.
This looks redonkulous. Like
Yeah,
that is Nathan Drake from Uncharted 4.
Yeah.
Like that is the most accurate like video game character likeness I've ever seen. It looks phenomenal. The sculpt and the paintwork on the neck going into like the upper torso and on the forearms, which they're magnetic swap out forearms.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
You've got accessories that like there's that dagger is from the second game. You've got the coins from the first game, and you've got the one that he puts the ring into from the third game. You've got his notebook. You've got multiple guns. You've got his grappling, the flashlight. Like there's so much here.
You got his pants and a shirt.
Yep, that too.
Boots.
The
diorama base, which is nice. Kind of dig that.
Also, and they said double joints.
They did, because I asked them about that.
Yep, they said double joints. But you're also like you've got fabric pants there and a fabric shirt, so you don't have to worry about like damaging limbs and damaging a suit or anything like that.
No. Got his watch.
Everything about this thing looks phenomenal.
It does, and it's been a minute since I've messed around with this game. But the neck looks a little long, but it's animated, so it's a game, and it may be thing. That might just be nitpicky.
Yeah, I know. I'm fine with it.
It's nitpicky, and it could, angle of photos and lenses and all that mess. So, I like the hell out of this.
Like that literally looks like the cover of the game.
Yeah, it looks solid.
Like
good job on the photography. Simple one light setup, good to go.
And this is my favorite game franchise of all time. So
like that's a weird photo. That's just weird.
Yeah. But like to get this, like I honestly thought the best I was gonna be able to do was kit bash a body and then the Tom Holland, head sculpt from Spider-Man and make like one from the movie. But this is when I saw this, I couldn't believe it. Now I hope they do some of the other characters. I hope we get like Sully and Elena and Chloe, and that would be great. Apparently they are doing like Joel and Ellie from The Last of Us.
Correct.
So that'll be really cool. Have like a whole Naughty Dog video game. Yeah.
Not the Pedro Pascal. The game.
Although I would bet you that there's a good chance that they might end up doing Hot Toys from the show.
Oh, I hope so.
I think that they've already got Pedro Pascal's likeness, I wouldn't be shocked if they did that. I think it would be great. But to be honest, more than them, I want a clicker. Give me a clicker just with the mushroom.
I just don't think it would sell, but I'm with you, but I don't think it would sell.
I'll buy it.
Well, it's like King Shark. It'd be like that. I don't think it would sell.
Hey, if they made King Shark, they can make a clicker, damn it.
I understand. Do you like so this is all this stuff. This is a ridiculous amount of accessories for this.
For the price, too.
Yeah. You get the flag it comes on the base and everything. Also, we're talking about the magnetic forearms, and I think more companies really need to go with this.
Right.
This situation here where you've got a one-piece hand that's molded to whatever you need to hold on to, whatever it is. And then this one has there's a wrist peg on there for more movement, or you can have these, and you get two head sculpts.
This thing is barely over $200 with all of those accessories plus swappable hands and magnetic forearms if you want seamless, two head sculpts, multiple weapons, all these different accessories, like icons from the games, like that's all. And then this base looks awesome too. All of that for that price, where with like there'll be Hot Toys that were like, are you kidding me? We don't even get a second head sculpt for this $390. Like, this thing is amazing.
Right, Mike, this looks nothing like Tom Holland. It's not quite Tom Holland. Benjamin says, if genuine leather, I'm in for the Blade figure. Yeah, that's what it says.
Yeah.
So so it's kind of crazy. Unexplored 4 is better than Unexplored 5. All right.
They're maybe he's being facetious because there wasn't a 5th Uncharted game. There was only 4, but
it might be real leather like Indy. Yeah, I don't know. Is somebody? There was a third party Indiana Jones. Was that Present Toys as well? I didn't get that one, but
I think it might have been.
Might have been. I know I wanted it and then I missed it. Maybe I can find another one. I don't know.
I know that with the previous indies, both Hot Toys and third party, they didn't have like the seamless like forearms. So you saw the elbow and you saw the wrist, and when it was like a Temple of Doom one and he had like the completely torn sleeve, you saw the shoulder too, and that just pulled me out of it. Whereas this is perfect.
Yeah, it's great. And we saw that with the Kenshin figure. Where they're doing the forearms, InArt doing the whole seamless forearm thing. I think that's the way to go.
Did you get the Kenshin?
No,
dude. Well, I mean, there's still the So Toys one coming.
I will get the So Toys,
which looks good.
100%. We'll get that one. But I kind of want to get the bloodied version of the one you got,
because because you do that, and then you've got the clean one from So, right? Which I think. The face, like the likeness of the actor, the head sculpt is better on So-Sos, at least from the prototype.
Yeah.
But you don't really, with like the battle damage one that I have with all the blood and everything, you don't really see it because his hair is meant to kind of obscure his face. And then he's got the blood and then blood. So like you don't need the head sculpt on that one to be perfect. But the version that So decided to go with, it's like when you can actually see his face, it's not obscured. And their head sculpt is definitely better. But I absolutely want to have both, because the base with the flames that come up around everything, it's amazing on that other one.
Yeah, no doubt. If you guys don't know what we're talking about the Kenshin. If you haven't seen there's a series of movies. There's a bunch of them actually, but there's some modern.
They're on Amazon, Netflix. They're on Netflix.
Netflix, yeah. For Kenshin, and those movies are crazy. They're subtitles, but man, they're good.
Definitely watch. So you have like two options. You can watch it with subtitles, or you can watch it with the English dubbed. Do not watch the dubbed version. Subtitles. It is so painful.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely watch the one with the subtitles. The action scenes in this movie are ridiculous. And this guy, like the whole point is this character is like the best swordsman ever, but he makes a vow to not kill after he is known as like the guy who just kills everybody. And so he has a reverse blade. So the sharp edge of the blade is pointing toward him rather than toward his opponent. And then he's fighting with that. And so they actually did that for the figure too. It's amazing, but like the fight sequences in that thing are next level.
Watch them all. His woman did him dirty, man. That's all I'm saying.
She really did. She really did. I mean,
I felt bad for the guy. He's not even real, and I felt bad for him. I'm like, man, that sucks.
It was rough. But they're entertaining movies. They're entertaining movies. I definitely would.
Oh, look at this. A question from Brendan. Did you get the half steel cap?
Yeah, dude, I got that like 6 months ago.
Well, you don't make videos on YouTube, man.
I actually did. I think Mike follows me on Instagram. I put that on my Instagram. I actually let Chris from the Batman statue collector post that to his channel when I did like a kind of review of it. Actually, I literally just on my Instagram today, I posted a story of it with like some slabs on the wall behind it and stuff. But yeah, that half scale cap, if you have the room for it and the budget, it's absolutely phenomenal. Queen Studios just crushed that. Like I mean, I'm not gonna get like I didn't get any of their others. Like they have, they have an Iron Man. They have a couple. I'm not. If they did a Daredevil, I would definitely do that.
Oh yeah.
But I'm not gonna do like that. That was like my one half scale.
You
Everything
wouldn't get
else
a
is
half scale
gonna be 30.
Daredevil. You would want a life size Daredevil.
I would also do that. Yeah,
That's
I
right.
would. I would also do that.
I
But I
can
mean,
see that. They announced it, and Brendan goes, "Well, I'm done for the year. I'm getting this," and that's done.
the second they did something like that, I'd be like, "Yep, I'm all in." Like
Yep.
I'll just right now, I'll just go and kidnap Charlie Cox. How about that?
Well, that's
I
fine
feel like
too.
that might be cheaper.
I mean, you could get his shoes, I guess. I mean, he didn't wear them.
But then I'd see that I would need a life-size Kingpin to go with him, so I might just have to kidnap D'Onofrio too.
Wow. All right. Well, we're not condoning that here on this channel.
Just saying, I'm hatching my schemes.
This is
But
it's all hypothetical.
did you get the you got the So Kingpin, right?
Yeah, man.
That figure
It's good.
is so good. I'm looking at it right now. I've got the him bloodied up right next to my black suit Netflix Daredevil, and then the Hot Toys like red suit one. It's next level. It's so
Shane,
cool.
let me ask you this. You got something in recent. I want to think you picked up something that you weren't going to pick up, and I think I was to blame for it. And I was thinking, was it the Mark V suit up, or was it the construction one, or was it the Mark I Iron Man? It was something to do with Marvel. I don't remember what it was.
What was it?
Didn't you said you wanted to get the construction one, right?
Yeah, I want to get the construction one. I still haven't gotten it, but what did I?
Maybe it was the Mark I. I don't remember.
I know the last thing I got for sure was the diorama base.
Oh, the iron steel.
I got
my. Okay,
yeah.
The one that he had like Spider Gwen and stuff on.
No, it was a figure for sure.
It's Falcon.
Falcon, that was it.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah.
Wait, you mean like the Falcon from like the old movie, or you mean the Sam Wilson
Cap?
Okay, yeah.
This one.
Yeah. I still call him Falcon because he flies.
I've got him on my kitchen table right now because I
I'm getting that one.
Get space. Oh, it's that figure is.
I wasn't going
amazing.
to until well, I'm not a big Cap. I'm not a big Cap fan. I just want it because it's amazing looking.
It really is.
It's the only reason.
But the fact that like the individual pieces of the wings can articulate too.
After I saw the review on it, I was like, "Ooh!"
If you guys don't have this, y'all are missing out. It is glorious. This is glorious. It's just glorious. It just is. It takes up a ton of room, as you can tell. But damn,
that's going to force me to get
him on my Mark
Wonder Woman
diorama base. But it's freaking awesome.
But it's good to put him on a base like that that's got some more weight to it, so it feels a little bit better balanced.
Yeah.
What base is that?
This is the Mark 46 reissue.
Oh, I only have the original one. I like the original one too, but that's a reuse, isn't it?
This base? I don't think it's a reuse.
No, the original 46.
Oh yeah. It's a reissue. Yeah.
I can't remember.
The Mark 1 that they just put out, the diecast Mark 1, is really good. I really like it. I will say that it feels a little bit too clean. Like it should have had a little bit more texture to the weathering on it, and it feels a little bit like, like you maybe went and got some stuff at Home Depot rather than like you built it in a cave kind of deal, But it still looks really, really good.
The really only thing that bothers me about the Mark I is that stupid spinning thing that's just annoying as hell. So you can't really have it plugged in to light it up.
But also, like, nobody's going to look at it from the back.
Yeah, I don't understand.
And just be like, oh, cool, it's spinning. Like, it makes like a really loud noise.
It's just this high-pitched.
Yeah. And you can't disable that in favor of just having the light. If you want the light, you have to have that going.
There's got to be a wire that goes to it that you just go.
Or on the inside, like a pin in it.
Yeah. I'll be inside of that thing. I have it all in pieces.
That's what he said.
Speaking of all the pieces, it is time for us to end this episode and go play season 2 of Warzone and Call of Duty, because it's better than season 1. find out earlier, but we're gonna jump off of here. I hope you guys do well. Brendan's gonna make a lot of content for YouTube and Twitch and Hulu and whatever else. Snapchat and
I'm starting to deal with Hulu.
OnlyFans and whatever else he's got going on over there.
Yeah.
and,
I'm doing my own thing on Only Haters, not OnlyFans. Only
Sign me up. Sign me up. You guys enjoy the rest of your week. Play nice in the comment section, and we're out of here.